Recently, Ja Morant has been involved in some controversial statements. Not only is he an absolute weirdo on Twitter by tweeting some shit that makes you think he grew up in the hood. I mean, look at this picture, bro. You ain't fooling nobody. But he also said that he would cook Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time in basketball. Ja, I've had enough of your bullshit. So today, we're gonna fucking find out. We're taking Ja Morant and putting him in the 90s to see if he would cook MJ. Yes, sir. We got Ja Morant, and we put him in the middle of the 1990s. Recently, Ja Morant said that he would cook Michael Jordan and he'd be just another player. So we're going to find out today, buddy. He's going to have to go against guys like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. He's going to have to deal with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler in his own conference. Dikembe Mutombo is going to be trying to block his absolutely insane dunk attempts. Magic Johnson only an 84 overall. AIDS will do that to you. Look, I get it. I totally understand Ja Morant being a competitor saying that he would cook Michael Jordan. And I mainly just have an issue with all these cryptic tweets that Ja Morant puts out trying to act like that he's hood. Once again, bro, look at this picture. You're not fooling nobody. But once again, not only will Ja Morant have to go against Michael Jordan, he also has other great point guards to compete with like Gary Payton, John Stockton, Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd, Mahmoud Abdul-Aruf. It's going to be fun, man. His first game's against Cleveland, and this Cleveland team is pretty bad. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention that Memphis is also awful. Ja Morant's second best player is Bryant Reeves. He has Blue Edwards, Byron Scott, not the best players. Anyways, back to Cleveland. Yep, Memphis lost 108 to 105. Ja Morant didn't do bad though. He had 24.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 for 15 from the field. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does. Let's simulate to the AllStar break and find out. Okay, boom, we're at AllStar Weekend. Michael Jordan is an All-Star captain, and Ja Morant made the All-Star team. Michael Jordan actually picked him to be on his squad, so that's interesting. Up to this point, though, Memphis is not doing too well. They're only 28 and 32. Ja Morant is up to a 94 overall, and he's currently averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, shooting 57% from the field. That's pretty good, man. However, MJ's better, though. His 95-96 Chicago Bulls are currently first in the East with a record of 49 and 11. MJ is averaging 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.5 steals, 1 block on 58% shooting. You tell me who's doing better. This will definitely be cool, though. We got Ja Morant in this NBA dunk contest. We're going against guys like Grant Hill, who, by the way, is averaging 23, 11, and 9. Grant Hill's one of those guys that if injuries did not get in the way, he would have definitely been one of the greatest players of all time. And oh, he's showing it right there with the East Bay dunk. Injuries definitely suck, man. Grant Hill gets a 43 on that dunk attempt. Penny Hardaway up next. He's averaging 24, 4, and 8. That was pretty basic, but he got a 43 as well. Here we go, though. The guy we came to see, Ja Morant. Let's see what he does. I expect to see something freaking wild here, man. Oh, take two. Run that shit back, Turbo. Let's go, Ja. Here we go in. Okay, this is definitely not the Ja Morant that I know and love, but, you know, 90s will do that to you. Ja Morant only gets a 29 on his first attempt. This puts him dead fucking last through the first round. There's always a second round, so let's see what he's got. Here we go, though, man. His second dunk attempt, Ja is going to be needing basically a perfect fucking score to even be in the talks of winning this dunk contest. Here he goes on the baseline. Okay, a nice little East Bay, but we already saw Grant Hill do that, buddy. Ja Morant did look a little cooler because he is shorter than Grant Hill, but still, man, worth the creativity. Ja only gets a 31. Wow. Ja ends up coming in dead last in the dunk contest. Not the best start to this season for Ja. Through the midway point in this season, his Memphis Grizzlies are 28 and 32. MJ's Bulls are first in the league, and he came in dead last in the dunk contest. Hopefully, the second half of the season, we'll pick it up for him. Let's go ahead and simulate and find out. While we simulate, I would just like to thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. We are so close to 20K. If you haven't already, hit the sub button. Hitting it will enter yourself into a $50 giveaway. But also, let's get this video to 200 likes. But let's get into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the season, and shocker, but Michael Jordan, not Ja Morant, wins league MVP, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Rasheed Wallace wins 6th Man of the Year, averaging 15 and 10, who apparently is better than Giannis, according to Andre Iguodala. I do love me some Rasheed Wallace, though. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Charles Barkley, who actually averaged 25 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 2 blocks. All-NBA first team was Michael Jordan, Penny Hardaway, Charles Barkley, Grant Hill, and Shaq. Second team was Jason Kidd, Mahmoud, Karl Malone, Chris Webber, and Hakeem. And third team was Tim Hardaway, Mitch Raymond, Sean Kemp, Scottie Pippen, and Patrick Ewing. Now, you might think there was a glaring omission from one of those teams, and that was Ja Morant. He did climb to a 95 overall this year, but his Memphis Grizzlies did not even make the playoffs, as they finished all the way down here with a record of 38 and 44. You gotta win if you want a shot at the GOAT, buddy. Don't get me wrong, he had a pretty good individual season. He averaged 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Taking a look at the league leaders among point guards, he came in second in scoring. Let's see what he came in rebounding. He came in third in rebounding behind Jason Kidd and Gary Payton. And in assists per game, he was way not even in the top 10. Where is he at? He's right here, 19 at 6.5. He scored the ball well, but in terms of other things among point guards, he wasn't even that good. What the fuck? The New York Knicks ended up winning the championship. Patrick Ewing won Finals MVP, averaging 27 points, 14 rebounds. We are doing a 2K simulation, aren't we? But anyways, that was the end of that season. Now we're going to do the exact same sim, but we're going to give Ja Morant his current Memphis Grizzlies team with all the current players. And you'd think that having guys like Desmond Bane, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson, and Steven Adams would make a big difference, but to be honest, it really doesn't. In the preseason power rankings, the Grizzlies are still picked to finish 17th in the league. It's even worse than they finished last year. I'm just thinking surely 2K is dumb though, and I'm going to assume that they are going to do better, even Ja's stats. Let's simulate to the All-Star break again and see. Okay, guys, we're at All-Star break again. Michael Jordan was once again an All-Star captain, but this year, Ja Morant actually did not even make the All-Star team. I gotta admit, even that's a little shocking to me. However, his team is doing a lot better, as the Memphis Grizzlies come in at second in the West right now at a record of 39-21. It appears his current teammates are making a big difference. Ja is currently only averaging 21 points, though, 4 rebounds and 6 assists on 56% shooting. Let's take a look at the Bulls, and they are currently 54-6. Michael Jordan's still killing it. He's averaging 33 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals on 59% from the field. And in this simulation, the Bulls and the Grizzlies actually played on January 17th. Chicago Bulls ended up winning by 20, 113 to 194. Ja Morant only had 22 points on less than 50% shooting, while Michael Jordan had 31 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists on 13 for 21. So it appears you would not have cooked him, Ja. But who knows how this will turn out in the NBA playoffs. Let's simulate to the end of the season and find out in this one. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Michael Jordan wins league MVP once again, 33-5-6. Sixth man of the year once again goes to Rasheed Wallace, 17 points and 9 rebounds. But in this simulation, Scottie Pippen actually wins defensive player of the year at 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. What the fuck? Dillon Brooks of the Memphis Grizzlies wins most improved player. Pretty interesting considering he didn't play in 1994. But ladies and gentlemen, this was another year where Ja Morant did not make any of the All-NBA teams, which I find extremely shocking. The good news for them, though, is that they did make the playoffs as the second seed. Ja Morant finished 20th in the league in scoring at 22 points per game. But among point guards that actually ranked top 5 at number 4, let's see where he finished out in rebounding. He finished 3rd in rebounding and in assists per game. He was pretty far down the list again. Let's see where he's at. 19th at 6.2. Ja's stats were actually eerily similar, just a little bit worse, but not too much. And his team won more as again they're in the playoffs. They'll be taking on the Denver Nuggets, who have Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Jalen Rose, Antonio McDyess, Dikembe Mutombo. Let's see if Ja's gonna be able to put his nuts on this shot blocker's head.
Not in my heart.
It appears as though he did, as they swept the Denver Nuggets 4-0. In the first round of the playoffs, Ja Morant dominated. He actually had 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists per game with 1.5 steals to go along with it, shooting 66% from the field, all around very efficient. Bulls also swept their opponent in the Washington Wizards, and Michael Jordan averaged 33 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists in that first round. In the second round, Memphis will be taking on the Seattle Supersonics, which will be very interesting to see Ja Morant go up against Gary Payton, who this season is averaging 2 steals a game. We're definitely going to get to see if he's about that life. Memphis is up 3-2 in this series. We're definitely going to have to go in and watch this potential closeout game, and man, that Seattle Supersonics court looks so dope. You definitely got to bring a team back there. We're going to simulate just a little bit and see how this one goes. Holy moly, we got 4.5 minutes to go, and Memphis is up by like 40. I definitely wasn't expecting this. I thought this Supersonics team would put up a better fight, but I guess I was wrong, as this one got out of hand really fast. Ja Morant finished this game with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists on 13 for 17 from the field, so I guess that Gary Payton just had nothing for him. He had 15 points and 14 assists, actually, but he had 6 turnovers. But now we have the Memphis Grizzlies in the Western Conference Finals, and the Chicago Bulls are in the Eastern Conference Finals. So hopefully we get our storybook ending in the NBA Finals with Memphis against Chicago. I will now be taking on John Stockton, Karl Malone on the Utah Jazz. Wouldn't shock me if they lost this one. Let's simulate it game by game and see. The first one's going to go to Memphis, actually. Second one goes to Memphis. Third one goes to Utah. Fourth one goes to Memphis. Oh my God. Memphis with the opportunity of a lifetime here to knock off John Stockton and Karl Malone in Utah. Let's see how this one plays. And oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Memphis is up by like 20 on this legendary team. Dillon Brooks driving in on the pick and roll right here. He's going to hit him with an in and out, shoot a pull-up jump shot, and he makes that, extending the lead to 20. And with that being said, the Memphis Grizzlies and Ja Morant win the Western Conference Finals and will advance to the NBA Finals. Ja Morant had a stellar game, as only in 26 minutes of play, he had 25.6 rebounds and 11 assists on 10 for 12 from the field. He's definitely stepping up, and it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present to you guys that we have the Chicago Bulls versus the Memphis Grizzlies in the finals. Yes, that means we get Michael Jordan, who's averaging 34 points in these playoffs, going up against Ja Morant, who's averaging 23, 4, and 7 in these playoffs. This is literally what we came to see, so let's see how it plays out. We're going to simulate it game by game and see what happens. Memphis wins game 1, Chicago wins game 2, Chicago wins game 3. Memphis wins game 4. It's 2-2. In the game 4 Memphis win, Ja Morant had 27.6 rebounds and 3 assists, while Michael Jordan had 22, 5, and 6 on only 10 for 21 shooting. This is getting interesting. Let's simulate game 5 and see what happens. And ooh, Chicago wins. We're gonna go into this potential championship clinching game and see if Ja Morant has any clutch left in his bones. This would be ice cold if Michael Jordan ended up beating Ja Morant on his home court for the NBA Finals. We're gonna simulate some and see how it plays. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Chicago's only up by 5. Memphis is definitely still in this one, but you do not want to let Michael Jordan have a lead for that long, especially going into the fourth quarter. Ja Morant being guarded by fucking Steve Kerr. This should turn out bad for him. Driving in, he actually played great defense right there, and he still scores, though. 69 points. Nice. Let's see if Michael Jordan and the Bulls will be able to answer. He's having an isolation right here, goes into the paint. He gets his shit sent back by Steven Adams. This may end up being very interesting. Oh, no, though. Only a minute and a half to go, and Chicago's up by 8. And Ja's gonna have to have a superhero type effort here in this last minute and 15 seconds. This may be it, though, as Ja Morant is in transition. He goes up and he slams it home. The lead is cut to 4. He needs to stop here, but Michael Jordan has the ball deep in the paint. He shoots. He scores. That's rough, man. And MJ has 44 now. Ja Morant left heartbroken over there on the bench, but I gotta be honest, he gained my respect in this video. But at the end of the day, the Chicago Bulls win the title, while Michael Jordan, of course, wins Finals MVP. In this closeout game, Ja Morant put up a valiant effort. He had 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, but Michael Jordan had 48 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. And of course, he won the Finals MVP, averaging 36 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals in the Finals. I think MJ ended up winning this battle. But that is going to do it for this video, guys, as we saw what would happen if Ja Morant actually played against Michael Jordan in Michael Jordan's era. And yeah, Michael Jordan pretty much dominated the whole time, but Ja Morant put up a good fight. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, but most importantly, turn on post notifications. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and on the coming attraction.